Welcome to my madness, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be taking a look at this Mattel Super Amigos Coleccion El Acertijo. This is a DCUC Green Lantern figure that is done up in the traditional garb of the Riddler. Now, for those that don't know, back in the Superpowers days, back in the late '80s, this figure was a Mexican release that took a Superpowers Green Lantern figure and made the Riddler out of him. And I don't remember if it was official Mattel or what it was back in the day. But anyway, you know, years and years later, when Mattel was doing DCUC, they decided to do a figure honoring that kind of knockoff Riddler. You know, put this out, and again, this is kind of just a collector's edition, just kind of a funny little take on a piece of Superpowers history that Mattel decided to go ahead and jump in on, and I thought it was pretty cool. I found it online, and you know, I thought I had to pick this up since I'm, you know, getting into picking up DCUC figures. I thought this was definitely something I needed to get. And you can see here, you know, on the back, we've got a bunch of the DCUC figures laid out the way they used to be, you know, on the back of the old Superpowers cards and things like that. And it just looks pretty cool. I like it. I think I love this retro packaging thing. I think it looks really good. I picked it up really cheap. We'll talk about price here at the end of the video. But right now, we're going to go ahead and crack this dude open real quick and see what we got inside. All right, so here we have him out of the package, and he looks great. And I mean, I say he looks great in the sense that, like, he looks ridiculous, because this is very similar to how that old Superpowers figure used to look, with the kind of faded green arms and the brighter green chest, and you've got almost the yellow-colored boots and things like that. And it is just a standard DCUC figure. And it's, again, just a Hal Jordan repaint. We've got this one right here. This is the same figure. These two are the exact same figure, just with a different paint scheme there. And, you know, you can see this is what Superpowers did back in the day, or, excuse me, Super Amigos did back in the day to get this guy here. It was just a simple repaint. And he's got all the same articulation with the single jointed knees and elbows and the standard back and forth on the ankles there and the rotation at the wrist. He does have bicep swivels and thigh cuts, and, you know, his legs go out and everything, and the torso joint there with the ab crunch. And yeah, it's all standard DCUC stuff. But the figure just looks amazing. I mean, look at this dude. He's just crazy. He's kind of crazy looking. He looks like a knockoff because he's supposed to look like a knockoff. But it's just kind of a really, really cool piece to add to a DCUC collection, I think, just because of kind of what it represents, and going back to the 80s, the old school stuff, and kind of, you know, kind of making fun of something that happened back then, but, you know, making it fun for collectors to be able to add something like this to your collection in kind of a fun way. And I think they did a good job. I think it looks really good. And these guys really, my understanding, they're not worth that much. I mean, you can pick these guys up pretty cheap. I actually picked up a couple of them. I bought one for myself, this one here, and I picked up one for a good friend of mine here on YouTube, Collector Express. And I got them for $5 a piece on eBay. Some guy had a ton of them. He was selling a bunch of them, and he was selling them for $5 a piece with $5 shipping. So I picked this dude up for $10. You know, and while I do think normally he does go for more than that, this person just had a bunch that they were selling on their you know, their listing there. I don't think these things are worth that much, especially if you wanted to get one out of the package just to kind of have something cool to put with your DCUC collection. Or, you know, if you don't already have a Riddler, you could have kind of a janky looking knockoff Riddler that would still look good in your collection. Again, it's clearly Hal Jordan, but, like, I don't know, it's just kind of a fun little thing that I'm glad when toy companies do stuff like this. This kind of reminds me of what was it, the Amazing Bagman that Marvel Legends did here last year or whenever it was, where it's Spider-Man in the Fantastic Four outfit with the bag on his head. It's kind of like that, you know. It's just kind of dumb fun. You know, it's just kind of a dumb fun figure that, you know, you don't need in your collection, but, like, it's kind of cool to have, and I think they did a great job here. And I love this guy. This thing's cool. And again, it harkens back to those, you know, Superpowers days of when I was a little kid. And, you know, while I never had the original, you know, Super Amigos version of this character, like, I remember it being around, and I've seen this thing for years. You know, it's a very famous kind of knockoff that was out there floating around. And I just think it's cool that Mattel gave us something like that. So yeah, this is just a real quick video just to show you guys this. I think it's just a fun little figure that you can pick up pretty cheap and have a little fun with. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So would love to hear what you think in the comment section down below. Let me know. Do you like this kind of stuff? Do you like this kind of stupid fun that sometimes toy companies have? You know, like this? Do you hate it? And if so, if you've got this figure already, what do you think of him? I think he's pretty cool. I think it's a fun throwback to a very simple time back in the 80s when toys were much different and toy collectors obviously were children instead of grown-ass adults like me. So nice little fun throwback. I love it. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, remember to enjoy your collection.